We've gotten some great entries for the What About Us video. If you're still interested in being part of the vid, be sure to send your screenshot or a 5-second vid to ytrattle@gmail.com by this Thursday at the absolute latest. You can use any hashtag you want and just tell SSO what you want to see them change in their game. Let's use this video to tell SSO how we really feel and what can change to make the game better. Karabug, an SSO YouTuber, recently contacted me in regards to her account getting hacked. Essentially, she lost around 4,000 star coins and also 2 horses. Now, this would sting anyone, and if you've been on any MMO for a long period of time, you know the frustration and hurt that comes with getting your account hacked and hijacked. You pour a lot of time and love into those accounts, and losing them or losing stuff in them hurts. The only comfort you really have is that the company where you bought your game will be able to help you. They can usually go into the data banks and see when someone from another server or country logged into your account and also see whether things went missing. Now, a good company would then replace those missing items but encourage you to change your password as soon as possible. All MMOs are susceptible to hackers. But here is SSO's response when your account has been hacked. Thank you for contacting Star Stable. Only people with access to your account can do this. Our database is very secure and has not been compromised. Normally, people could only get into your account if you have shared your credentials. Your credentials are easy to guess. You are using a shared computer where anyone can easily access your account. To fix this and prevent anyone from accessing your account again, they tell you how to change your password. Our tech team works very hard to keep your account safe by encrypting our data banks, for example. Therefore, Star Stable is not responsible for items, horses, or star coins that you lose resulting from sharing or losing your account information. Additionally, keep in mind that it's against the Star Stable rules to share your account information with other people. And breaking the rules can get you banned from the game. Make sure you keep your password secret and stay extra safe online. So the first question that I would like to ask is, how do they even know that she shared out her account details? They are essentially just shoving responsibility down onto their players and taking no responsibility for the fact that their system has been hacked. And if you think that it isn't possible to hack SSO, think again. World of Warcraft can get hacked. Any game that is online can get hacked. You just need the correct software and a bit of know-how. This response is essentially just, this is your fault, not ours, we're absolutely not wrong, and we won't help you. Oh, and we're just going to give you a threat there at the end to make sure that you never do this again. If you think this is the first time though that they have done this and that they have shoved responsibility onto their players, oh no, this has been happening since 2015 that I could find. What is interesting is that at World of Warcraft, when someone hacks into your account, they actually take the time to check and then they will give you back whatever you lost because they want you to enjoy your game. They will just encourage you to change your password to ensure that this doesn't happen again. So at the end of this, what should you do if your account has been hacked? You keep pressure on them. Keep asking, keep pushing, don't accept it and keep at it. Because the second they think that they can get away with it, they will. Some other companies also try this trick, and the advice that players will give you is to keep pushing. Because yes, they can actually fix it, they just choose not to, and they're probably a little lazy to go into the data banks and check what actually happened. Which leads me nicely into the June's lazy updates. Now, I was very happy when they shared a new roadmap. I think we all were. Well done, SSO, have a Jorvik shilling. You've earned it. But I'm just a little surprised that the entirety of June is essentially releasing things we've kind of had before and a new coat of paint for an old area. This is the reason why so many players are so fed up. It's the same thing over and over again. This time quite literally. Seriously, we've had these 2 horses before. We've had these pets before, and the Rainbow Festival is old and offers nothing new. And now you have removed cold tolerance as well, because you're dumbing your game down into oblivion. I'm getting worked up today. Now, there is an argument for the removal of cold tolerance, and that is that it was annoying, no one liked it, and all horses can handle cold. But here's the thing. A lot of players don't like taking care of their horses. I find it tedious and boring. Can we remove that as well? How about removing all speed limitations and have all horses run the same speed, regardless of level? That would make sense, seeing as that is also quite tedious, and actually it's just a game, it won't matter, right? But as many of you will know, we can't do that. We can't remove these elements, because it's not really about being fun, but they offer immersion. What I mean by that is I would not necessarily want these elements to be removed, but I would like them to be more fun, or a bit more engaging. For example, some people came up with the idea that if they had made blankets for the horses, and that's the way that you kind of combat the cold tolerance, that would have made sense and it would have expanded upon the immersion. Removing the cold tolerance entirely takes a little away from the immersion that we had within the Valley of the Hidden Dinosaur. The cold tolerance, like all the other tedious parts of the game, offered immersion. I liked the idea that some of my horses couldn't run in the cold. It gave the valley a unique feel, a value. It was immersive. But yeah, let's remove that, because that is apparently a good idea. I can't wait until they remove all need for stable care as well. How about training? That's also quite tedious. Let's dumb it down until only 5-year-olds want to play it. Maybe then they'll have their target audience.